You and Ian Mouse Banana should leave Malaysia. Can't even grasp the identity of your own community. You better leave Malaysia for UK, although you may be rejected there by the women because it's the size of an acorn. My Bakulsia is older than your gangster clan holes. You want to get another warning? Huh? You want us to get someone to pokai you? You want someone to meet up with only then you quiet? You will end up being an empty can of regret. Oh yes, that makes learning Chinese very enticing. You're gonna beat the Chinese language into me, aren't you? I'm so scared. Adapt or die. Don't cry foul when you lose out behind others because you yourself rejected the opportunity to increase your own value due to your own ego. Okay, well, this comment wasn't really directed to me. It was actually directed to a Malay lady who questioned why is it that Chinese speaking is required to get a job in Kuala Lumpur these days, and that's a very fair question. But oh, this is Shishio Makoto sort of talk. This is fascist talk, basically. Adapt or die. I didn't know that social Darwinism was part of Chinese civilization. This one was directed to me by a fella named Corgan. You said my opinion of you is irrelevant. Yeah, it is actually irrelevant. But you are triggered over online comments like these. Like I said, if you don't want to spend time learning another language, then get used to hate messages like this. Notice that you don't hear Indians demanding that people learn Tamil or Punjabi. The demand only seems to come from one particular demographic in Malaysia. Ever wonder why? And no, you don't make your language more enticing by threatening people if they don't comply. Like a loan shark saying, "You better pay up or I'll break your legs." Notice that none of these invitations actually resonated any warmth or goodwill. They sounded very imperious, like they were trying to command me to bend to their culture, rather than invite me to participate in it. Humble yourself. Learn our language or we will hate you and you will forever be irrelevant. Yeah, I'm sure that does a great job to try and make your culture seem more enticing, doesn't it? But you notice when Chinese chauvinists in Malaysia demand that people study Chinese, it never comes from a place of warmth. It doesn't sound welcoming and inviting. It sounds imperious. It sounds aggressive and coercive, like you better learn Chinese or else. If you look at these messages, the tone doesn't seem warm and inviting, like you're trying to promote your culture, but rather it seems like you're trying to demand payment, like a loan shark demands payment. You'd better pay up or I'll break your legs. So basically, learning Chinese is basically the payment that is owed to these people in order for them to treat you with a baseline of human respect. So why do these people think this way? Well, you have to understand that these people do not want respect. They want submission because they cannot get respect. They cannot get the natural respect of someone who's actually rooted to this soil, like my grandmother, Ruby. Look at my grandmother in this picture. Comfortable in a group that is majority Malay. She is not sitting there as a guest. The Nyonya woman who taught English at that Malay majority school, my grandmother Ruby, did not impose her cultural standards on other people. She did not demand respect, but she got respect. Was it because she was Peranakan? No. It's because she did not have 5,000 years of cultural ego. Because my ancestor, my sailor man ancestor, came to Malaya and he cut ties with China. So he didn't come with the baggage of having 5,000 years of civilization. So respect was developed organically because she did not impose it. You see, when you want respect, you have to actually have to develop it through the content of your character. You see, no doubt the achievements of the Chinese community in Malaysia is very impressive, no doubt. The Chinese community in Malaysia, by most metrics, if we're measuring people in terms of achievement, are an impressive community. You have the highest economic power, you have the best examination results, and you speak at least 3 languages for most of you. I'm just a Peranakan who speaks 2 languages, English and Malay. And yet, why is it that the Malay lady in this picture calls me cousin and not you? Is it because I'm Peranakan? No. It's because I don't have 5,000 years of civilizational ego, and I don't think of respect as a reward for accumulating merit. That is to say, technocratic merit, whether that be exam results or financial status. That's how you think, and that's why you feel frustrated that the rest of Malaysia doesn't respect you. And that's why you say, if you will not respect me, you will submit to me. You will learn my language if you want to access these economic perks that I control. Because that's one lever that you hold that others don't, right? But you won't get respect that way. I say this as a well-meaning cousin of yours, you see. The frustration is real, because if you look at many of these Chinese diaspora people in Malaysia who whine about being disrespected, the disrespect is not due to the NEP. The feeling of disrespect isn't due to the NEP, or it isn't due to the Bumiputra policies, because if so, Peranakans would also feel equally disrespected, since we are also categorized as Chinese, right? But this usually comes, if you pardon my frankness, it usually comes from the Sing Ke group, the late arrival group, this feeling that the Malays don't respect us and they see us as perpetual guests. While even though Peranakans don't have Bumiputra policies, Bumiputra privileges, sorry, they still feel like natural kin. Even though there are some rabid, foaming at the mouth Malay right-wing ultras, the vast majority of Malays still view us as kin, right? But that respect was developed organically over centuries of living together with Malays, eating with them, watching over each other's children. It didn't come as a result of academic performance or language mastery or economic achievement. No, those are impressive, but they are not the foundation of respect. You see, people might resent you, they might envy you, they might covet your position, but respecting you is a totally different matter, you see. Because, let me put it frankly, a school bully can bench press 100 kilograms, a school bully can get straight A's, a school bully can be the team captain of a football team, but at the end of the day, he inspires fear, not respect. Because respect doesn't come from his grades, it doesn't come from his academic achievement or his status or his muscles. It comes from the content of his character and how he treats other people. So I think that right now, the reason why the most rabid Chinese chauvinists in Malaysia are behaving this way is because they feel disrespected. Despite all their achievements, they still feel like they do not command the same respect of the Peranakan, and it grates them. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this video now with one last piece of well-meaning advice for my cultural juniors in this country, because I predate you people by at least 300 years, okay? My grandmother, Ruby, was a Nyonya woman who did not speak Mandarin, and she did not read Chinese. But she was well respected by the community. Do you know why? She was an English teacher, she wasn't rich, she did not speak Mandarin or read Chinese, but she inherited the respect. She got the respect, however, that you people covet but never seem to get. Because She was respected because she understood that respect comes from the content of your character, not the number of languages you speak, or the academic results you get, or the economic achievements that you've had under your belt. Respect is developed through kinship, through friendship, and through solidarity with other Malaysians, even those who don't speak your language. And if you cannot understand this simple concept, you will always be demanding respect, but you will never truly have people's respect, only people's fear. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.